the Van Show. And today we're talking to my friend, Rue Zoo. Say hi, Rue.
Hi there.
Hey, how's it going?
Oh, not too bad, not too bad. How about you, Van?
Oh, I'm doing great. Thank you for asking.
Of course,
Now, we're going to start off the interview. I'm going to ask you to take 1 minute and tell us as much about you as you can. Do you think you can do that?
I'll do my best.
Okay, here we go. Go.
Okay, my name is Rue Zoo, and I'm the creator of the Newsprint series. It's about a girl named Blue who, while disguised as a newsboy, uncovers a huge government secret. I'm also the creator of the webcomic Saint for Rent, which is about a guy named Saint. He runs an inn for time travelers. I went to the Savannah College of Art and Design for
Wow. Now, I heard your degree is in sequential art, is that right?
That's very true.
Can you tell us what that means? What does sequential art mean?
So sequential art, if we break it into pieces, sequence, which is, a series of things, and art, which is art. So it's like a series of images, usually, accompanied with words. And that's basically comics. It also includes storyboards, which are what, filmmakers use to sort of plot out how they're going to do all their camera shots. And it also includes a few other things like, picture books and things. I feel like a lot of things get encompassed by sequential art since it was coined by the great Will Eisner back in the day.
You were writing and you were drawing. At what point did you realize I could put these together and make sequential art?
I've always loved comics. I would make comics sort of based on Calvin and Hobbes growing up, and I would draw a lot of like fan comics for things that I liked, like Sailor Moon and Yu-Gi-Oh! Growing up. So comics has always been a part of my life.
Wow. And so what was your first comic book that you wrote and tried to get published? Graphic novel, sorry.
Well, I guess that would be newsprint, actually.
Yeah?
But before that, I had two webcomic series. One was a Western, and has been almost lost to the annals of time. And
we gotta go to the
no. And my current one is Saint for Rent, which I'm still working on, because it updates out of like a couple of pages a week.
And so, I guess you had to be on a pretty regular schedule for a webcomic, is that right?
I'd say so, yeah. I try to update at least 2 times a week. At a certain point, I was going 3 or 4 times, and that was a little tough.
And so now newsprints, this is very different from your webcomic, is that right?
Yes. My webcomic is more of a YA series, and it's semi-animated with GIFs. And it's about, it's sort of a story about a guy who's kind of stuck in his early 20s because he runs an inn for time travelers, he never ages, and everyone around him, he just sees them at different points of their lives. And in newsprints, it's more of a self-contained series of about a girl questioning the integrity of the media that she's trying to, sell because she's a newsie. And
a newsie for kids out there, that's someone that delivers newspapers?
Yeah. Back when there was a thing called newspapers. They used to have people deliver it or sell it at street corners. And Blue is one of them. And in her city of Nautoline, all the newsies, they're boys. So she decides, well, I guess if I want to be a newsie, if I want to, be a part of this newspaper industry, I have to be a boy or pretend to be one. And so that's why she disguises herself. And it sort of comes to a point where she realizes, this isn't really who I am. And I worry that if I change my identity now, it's going to change how people see me and how people treat me.
I had another question for you. Slightly off topic from your books. Fat birds.
Oh, I love them.
Right? Can you explain what you mean by fat birds? Do you mean like the birds that are naturally fat, like penguins, or do you mean like birds that are usually skinny but have eaten too much seed?
Oh, all kinds. I don't discriminate.
Any kind of fat bird.
Yeah, when I was little, I was, not little, I was in middle school, and it was the end of winter, And I looked out the window of my school, and there were just these like really fat sparrows that were trying to land on this tiny little twig, and there were like 4 of them, and they were all trying to find purchase on this little branch. And I guess they had eaten like too much of the leftovers like in the dumpster, and so they were quite plump. And when they finally all landed, the branch broke.
Oh no.
Goodbye.